Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something that causes a lot of families quite a bit of stress: college rankings.
hmm
We've got some insights here from Diversified College Planners, and we're trying to figure out, are these lists actually helpful for you, or are they just kind of adding noise?
Yeah, it's a really central question, isn't it? And well, that top ranking, it's tempting, obviously, but if you actually look closely at what they measure, um, it might not tell the best story for your specific situation.
Okay, right. So Diversified College Planners is saying basically look beyond just the numbers. What's their main reasoning behind that?
Well, a big part of it is that the criteria rankings used can be pretty arbitrary. Things like, name recognition, how big the endowment is, or just how selective they are getting in.
You do have to wonder, like, how does a massive endowment actually help you in the classroom day to day?
Exactly.
Those funds might be for, I don't know, specific research projects or fancy new buildings, not necessarily the teaching quality in the major you care about.
That's precisely it. These broad metrics, they don't really tell you much about the teaching in your field or the kind of student support you'll actually get or even how ready you'll be for, life after graduation.
So it's not just that the criteria might feel a bit random, but they could completely miss what's actually crucial for your kid's specific needs.
Precisely. Yeah. A really highly ranked college, it might not have the right academic program for what your student is passionate about,
Yeah.
or it could be way too expensive, even with financial aid.
Hmm.
Or maybe it just lacks that supportive community feel where they can really thrive. A high rank doesn't automatically mean a great outcome for every single student.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. Diversified College Planners also talks about how the whole education scene is changing. It's becoming more about what a student actually does while they're in college, not just the name on the diploma. That's such a critical shift in thinking. Your engagement in class, the actual skills you build, the connections you make, those things are becoming like way better predictors of future success.
Right.
So finding that personal fit, making sure it's affordable, really thinking about those post-grad opportunities, that's what truly matters for their future.
And it kind of sounds like focusing too much on rankings could actually pull your attention away from those things. Like it rewards the school's reputation more than how well it actually serves its students.
That's really their core argument. Rankings often just reflect, prestige and resources, which aren't always the best indicators of the real student experience.
So it's just someone else's opinion.
Essentially, yeah, they see rankings as just someone else's opinion. And relying too heavily on them, that can lead families into making some really costly and misguided decisions.
Okay, so if we shouldn't be laser focused on rankings, what should families be looking at? What's the alternative way forward here? Well, they really push for a more personalized approach, one that's driven by data. They use tools designed to evaluate colleges based on factors that directly hit home for families.
Like what kind of factors?
Things like how generous they actually are with financial aid packages, not just the sticker price, also the real strength of their student support services, and critically, how well the school lines up with your specific academic needs and your financial goals.
Okay.
Some tools might even look at stuff like the average debt-to-income ratio for graduates in a particular major. That gives you a much clearer picture of the potential return on investment, doesn't it?
Right. So instead of just chasing a number on a list, you're actually looking at tangible things like, can we afford this?
Yeah.
And will my student actually get the support they need?
Exactly. Yeah. The whole goal is to empower families to make choices based on solid information, finding the place that offers the best value and the best shot at long-term success for their student, however they define that success.
So the big takeaway, it seems, is rankings. They offer one perspective, sure, but it's kind of limited. Focusing on your students' individual needs, your family's budget, and what success actually looks like for you, that's way more critical.
Absolutely. It's really about getting beyond those headline numbers and concentrating on the things that will genuinely make for a positive, productive college experience and, set them up well for the future.
That really makes a lot of sense. So for everyone listening, maybe pause and think about this. What does long-term success actually mean for your student? Are those rankings truly measuring that? Or are there maybe other, more personal factors that really deserve your focus instead? Definitely something worth mulling over. Thanks for diving deep with us.